Hey there, Boheme. I thought a lot about this. In fact, this is probably take 10 or 11, because every single time I said something, I stopped and had to rethink it. I've had a lot of plans in my life, a lot of dreams. When I was little, if you can ask my mom, I wanted to be a dentist, the president, the North Wind, and the king of rock and roll. None of these things have happened yet, so I started making new plans. When I was little, I wanted to be an actor. I put myself on every stage and in front of every camera that I could. But I decided later on that I had neither the talent or the face for film. Which is kind of ironic, actually, if you think about it, because now I'm putting myself in front of millions and millions of people on YouTube. So that whole keeping my face off the camera thing really worked out, huh? After my whole actor dream kind of died, I decided that I wanted to be a director, that my skills and my talents and my creativity was best put behind the camera instead of in front of it. So I learned how to use a video camera. I learned how to use editing programs. I learned how to use sound equipment. And I learned how to write. I started writing scripts around age 14, 15. And I finished my first one called Life in Transit a few years ago. But I need a couple of revisions to it because it's kind of shitty. Lately, my dreams have become kind of frayed. I now am confused by what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Up until now, I've had this plan. I'm going to apply for SUNY Purchase, which is a school that has a whole bunch of art programs, including film, in upstate New York. Purchase, New York to be exact. I'm then going to do the 4 years of schooling. Afterwards, I'd come out, find a couple of investors, maybe work with a studio or something, make a couple of movies. Just start doing it as quickly as I could. If I couldn't find real-time investors, I would find my own money. Do things guerrilla style, no permits, no nothing. Just make movies because that's what I love doing. I'd make my first movie this upcoming winter break. That would be the movie I would use to get into Purchase, and later on I would remake that movie professionally, and release a DVD with the original and the remake on it, because I believe in improving upon your own work as you get better in whatever you do. That's why, as I've been making my vlogs, I've been working on the editing, the production value, all that stuff, the humor. But now I'm not so sure. I've been working on a business plan lately with my friend Ray, and we kind of have been thinking about the idea of starting this little shop. This place would have comic books and video games and Dungeons and Dragons stuff, trading card games, Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And shit. And we'd set up a little haven, for geeks and people who are just interested in geekery. And I'm not sure what I want to do, because I still want to do films. Making movies is my passion. Writing them, thinking about making a movie makes me giddy with joy. When I started planning out how I'm going to make the movie that I want to make this winter, I just wouldn't stop. My mind kept moving about, we can use this for a set, we can hire, who are we going to have the actors, what music should we use, should we have this kind of tone, we should have this kind of tone, how am I going to write it, this. It's just an amazing process. But I think that if you create a store, if you create a place, any kind of place, that acts as a haven for anyone, that could be equally as important. Because when you go to the movies, you have this emotion as you're watching the movie, and then you leave, and the emotion starts to fade. But if you're a place where you can go where you feel wanted all the time, then you're going to have that happy emotion just thinking about this place. Few people get fond memories just thinking about a movie, unless they have some kind of event that relates to the movie. Yeah, there are the cult movies, there's, those movies like Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Labyrinth. There are all those things that kids go crazy over, people go crazy over. But how often does one of those movies come along? Not that often. But you have a place where people are welcome, and people know they're welcome, and that will make them have fond memories forever. You spend enough time with someone in some place, and there's no way you can let go of it. So I'm not sure if I want to touch people emotionally from a country away. Do I want to touch people's emotions? Or do I want to be right there and see people grow and live? My dream is to make people happy. And I don't know the best way to do that anymore, because there are just so many options. Filmmaking is still my passion, don't get me wrong, but passions change. People change. I'm probably still going to apply to purchase. I'm probably still going to try to go to film school. I'm probably still going to try to make movies, but this seems like it could work too. I've never really thought that there was something else I could do. Something that I would be good at and that I would be happy with. Something that would make me happy on a regular basis. I've had plans as long as I can remember. But for the longest time it's been the same plan. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. You tell me. Maybe I can get a response from you or something. This is Kit. Signing off.